Hello, dreamers. It's that time again to let go of the ticking clocks and the rush of the day and adventure into another dreamland that gently reveals itself in your mind as you drift off to sleep. So welcome to another episode of Silk Bonnet Sleep Stories. I am Mama Z, and it's a joy to be the voice that accompanies you into dreamland tonight. As you don your bonnet, get ready to emerge into a haven of gentle, melodic waves so peaceful they wrap around you like a soft, aquatic quilt woven together by cozy, comforting dreams. Before we begin tonight's story, we're going to take a moment to settle in and help your mind and body relax. I am going to count down from 5 to 1. And as I do, set your intentions on total relaxation. Before we begin, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Black Lotus Kollective for more. Also, don't forget to turn off autoplay so as not to be disturbed by other videos. Let's begin by closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in, visualizing the air moving through your body from head to toe. Then exhale, slowly releasing all tension. 5. The air is cool and fresh, filled with the scent of fresh salt and a whisper of jasmine. Above, the heavens shimmer like 1,000 jewels scattered across an indigo sea, their reflections weaving liquid constellations across gentle waves. You are safe. You are supposed to be here. And you can fully relax now. The day is complete. You got through it. There is no hurry here. You can simply just be, resting, breathing, relaxing. Just be. 4. Imagine a soft breeze brushing against you, a playful messenger from distant shores as the sound of the world fades into the hush of the sea. A steady, rhythmic pulse plays out in your mind like soft ocean waves echoing through the water, so beautiful and soothing and slow. A deep sense of calm is blooming within you, like a lotus unfolding itself upon the surface of calm waters. In this moment, be free of worry. You're exactly where you need to be. You deserve to have peace. You deserve to have rest. Three, the world is growing more quiet, fading into the melody of the sea, the gentle lapping of waves harmonizes with the deep. You don't even realize it, but you're floating now, completely weightless and cradled by the gentle embrace of the tides. The ocean hums a lullaby older than time, just for you, to bring you the ultimate peace. Let go of any remaining tension. Unclench your jaw. Relax your shoulders. It's okay. Everything will be okay. Give your mind freedom to let go and just be. 2, you are now devoted to peace. Start to allow your imagination to come to the forefront of your mind, tucking away any last lingering thoughts of the day. Let go. Now, start to imagine that you are standing before a vast, shimmering aquarium. The glass so clear, it feels like you're gazing into a secret world. Soft, dappled light filters through the water, casting a gentle glow over the scene. Schools of fish, their scales like little bursts of color, vivid orange, soft blue, golden yellow. They all swirl gracefully, moving in perfect harmony. They glide effortlessly, like whispers in the water, filling the space with the quiet, peaceful rhythm. Let this dreamland start to unfold around you. Immerse yourself within the story of Ezra's Sea Symphony. One, completely let go now as Mama Sea tells you tonight's Silk Bonnet sleep story. Welcome to Ezra's Sea Symphony. Ezra had always been a dreamer, though he had never seen the ocean with his own eyes. He lived a simple life near the city's beating heart, where waves were replaced by a cadence of headlights, and the stars were but faint memories against the glow of towering skyscrapers. In his little apartment, he shared a simple city life with his mother and older sister. He never felt alone because the wail of sirens and the deep rumble of the subway beneath kept him company on nights when his mother had to work late or his older sister wanted to do her own thing. Ezra kept thinking of just how he could reach his steadfast dream. How could he take a trip to the ocean in real life? He spent countless afternoons in the library, tracing his fingers over glossy photos of peach-tinted coral gardens with every color imaginable swirling around the coral mass. He would watch videos about ancient and majestic whales gliding through aquamarine depths. He would close his eyes and just for a moment try to memorize each and every sea creature. He could just feel them. He giggled to himself as he imagined holding on to a tigerfish. As it wiggled inside of his hands, feeling so slippery, he could barely hang on to it. He remembered each story he read, and they all became a thread in the tapestry of his dream. A dream of warm, cocoa-like sand between his toes, of waves rising up and breathing out as if they were lungs. How he wished he could go into the aquarium one day, or even visit the ocean. Ezra carried his wish like a treasure, protecting it in the quiet corners of his heart. One luminous evening, as the soft glow of his nightlight cast shadows that danced upon the walls in his room, Ezra found himself hovering on the edge of feeling so sleepy. He didn't notice it, but somehow the air began to shift, carrying with it a crisp hint of salt and sea blooms. It was then a gentle breeze seemed to envelop him, as if the night itself had come alive. When Ezra's eyes fluttered open, the familiar corners of his room had disappeared. Before him stood a wonder he'd never imagined. A hidden aquarium inside of his bedroom walls. Its entrance was framed by ancient mahogany arches, adorned with sprawling tendrils of ivy that glistened like emeralds in the moonlight. The path ahead was illuminated by huge lanterns that cast pools of warm light upon the polished stone path. A glowing warmth spread through Ezra as he took a breath of the cool, jasmine-scented air, steadying himself before he stepped forward. With a trembling hand, he pushed open a gigantic set of heavy glass doors. He just could not believe his eyes as he was no longer in his room. Ezra stood at the entrance of a grand and gigantic aquarium, revealing all the wonders he always wanted to see. Before him, he witnessed an endless underwater expanse of shimmering blues, deep emeralds, and silver that danced in a swirling symphony of underwater motion. Ezra could hear the sound of water trickling in the distance, the slow, steady hum of the current, and the occasional soft echo of a bubble breaking at the surface of the massive aquarium. Ezra walked slowly through the winding hallways, fully immersed in this new indigo world. As he walked about, he couldn't help but allow his fingers to graze across the cool glass. He peered so lovingly into the glass as a whimsical ballet of marine life unfolded. He watched as schools of silver fish swam together like a glistening streak, and as they weaved through the water in perfect harmony, a lone, graceful stingray glided past, its wings undulating like a dancer featured in an underwater dream. Ezra watched, mesmerized, as the creatures all moved with effortless grace. Further into the aquarium, an enormous, ancient sea turtle drifted lazily, its wise eyes blinking as it regarded Ezra with calm curiosity. Its shell was adorned with the patterns of ancient aquatic stories. The gentle creature moved with such mesmerizing ease. Each stroke of its flippers gliding through the water like poetry. Ezra pressed his hands to the glass, imagining what it must be like to move through the sea with such tranquility. Even further ahead, he found himself in front of an enormous tank, glowing with an ethereal blue shade of light. Inside, delicate jellyfish pulsed around like floating lanterns, their translucent tendrils trailing behind them in slow, hypnotic patterns. They drifted effortlessly, suspended in the water like underwater flowers blooming in slow motion. Their glow was so soft, warm, and inviting. They filled the space with a quiet magic that soothed Ezra's soul. A soft chime sounded from somewhere above, signaling the transition to the aquarium's nighttime cycle. The lights dimmed slightly, casting the entire space into an even deeper dreamlike glow. Ezra made his way to a softly cushioned bench, nestled into the curve of the wall, sinking into its velvety warmth. The glow of the jellyfish bathed the chamber in hues of silvery, mellow light, and the slow, rhythmic motion of the water lulled him into a state of perfect relaxation. The aquarium hummed so softly around him, alive yet serene, a dance of motion and stillness. Time melted away, slipping into the shadows of this enchanted place. The water murmured its final lullaby of the night, belting out rhythmic waves like whispers of comfort. The creatures of the deep glided in and out of sight like fleeting dreams drifting in the dark. As Ezra's eyelids grew heavy, he inhaled the most peaceful and soul-cleansing breath, savoring the aquatic beauty enveloping him. The aquarium had come to him. It rescued him because it had heard his longing for its sanctuary. Here, in this peaceful slumber, he rested, and as sleep gently carried him away, the ocean continued its endless, soothing symphony and vowed to return to Ezra whenever he may need its peace. Good night, dreamers, from Mama's Sea.